Good afternoon, everyone. Back with another manga review, catching up slowly but surely. Magika Swordsman and Summoner Volume 8, released about 2 weeks ago. And finally got to reading it, finished it, and now here we go. So the main plot in this one is, now that Kaguya has been defeated, we turn our attention to a school tournament for joint student council president, which is basically going to be in charge of both sides of the school, the Magika and the Kengika. So with that said, what's happening is initially it was just going to be an election, but another person proposed that it be a tournament. So the teams are divided into fours, and each team has to win, well, the winner has to win all four matches. After that, a vote is held, and the one team, or the one person basically, out of the group, who basically they're looking for someone who was able to cooperate with both sides of the school, the Magika and the Kengi, basically command both sides and unify both sides, which makes sense when you're getting someone and both sides kind of hate each other, so you kind of want someone who can bring both sides together. So our hero's team consists of, not his sister, surprisingly. His sister joined Kaguya's team, because if he's going to be the joint student council president, her thing was he has to defeat the strongest people. So the two current student council presidents joined the same team. So his team consists of Mio, of course, his childhood friend. It consists of Hikaru, senpai, her, the one who's afraid of guys, and it consists of the girl who loves him and the Kengi. Sorry, I forgot her name. If I can find a picture of her. There we go, right here. Yeah. They are, she's joining his team as well. Sorry. Couldn't even think of my words at the moment. We also were introduced to a few new faces, whom we don't really know too much about. We have an assassin here who almost killed our hero, but obviously he's not gonna die. Mio saved him. This is the guy I was talking about. So he is our kind of new villain. At least that's what I'm getting. We believe that he's being manipulated by other countries in order to force possibly his two sons, which we found out, who hate the Magika, to basically hopefully win the tournament, get elected so that they can ban the Magika, and treat them basically as subhumans. So that's kind of where our main plot lies. His new focus, Kazuki's new focus, is going to be on Hikaru there. She's the lowest of his group on the affinity scale. She's only at 29. So he has quite a bit of work to do on her. Oh, and an interesting thing happened, which I kind of knew would happen. If you all remember, on Volume 5, we had a run-in with Beatrix. Right here, if you all remember, where is she? Good picture of her, so you guys actually remember. That is not her. That is not her. Oh, here we go. The German Knights. One of them, as I said would probably happen, has actually fallen for him, which you can, like I said, the story is sort of cliche in a way in that sense, because it is a harem, so you can kind of predict largely what's gonna happen. Here we go. You can kind of predict largely what's gonna happen in them. So if you're gonna read this, don't expect a in-depth story or anything. It's interesting. It does have an interesting story. The plot is interesting. Someone trying to, based on 72 Pillars of Solomon, and you have to win over these 72 girls basically with their special powers, and he can kind of command them. So the plot is definitely interesting, but here we are introduced. Where is she at? Yeah, you do have a lot of ecchi scenes. Like I said, this book is ecchi. It's rated at older teen. But where are we? Where is she? Sorry, hold on. I'm trying to find her. Oh, here we go. There we go. So there she is. And that I've started to like you. Regardless, it seems that I've started to like you. So, there we go. We have Beatrix, who kind of enters the picture there. And as I said, that she's kind of starting to crush on him. So, as you can see, the artwork is, obviously the same. It's the same artist, so nothing really changed there. And I would still recommend it to those people who are just looking for something fun to read. Something ecchi, something, harem-based or whatever. But like I said, don't expect a super deep plot that's going to tear at your emotions and stuff, because it's just not going to happen, because it is just that kind of a manga. But anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed Volume 8, and I will see you again on my next review. Have a good day. Like and subscribe to the channel as well. If you have suggestions, comment below. Thank you very much.